What are the key challenges one should consider, or key things that one should consider before buying a compliance solution? What they should consider at the point of deployment, and of course, what are the ongoing challenges that they face, and therefore, what kind of a compliance partner they should choose to be able to get the right points? What are the parameters to decide on the right compliance partner?
Thanks, Anthony, for the introduction. And more than Novartis, I speak more of my personal experiences here. You rightly mentioned, and you gave a good analogy of the chocolate in the red. And I think the most important point when you especially get thousands of law in the country, to choosing the ones which are really important to you. There could be a set of laws which are yes applicable, but may not be so relevant when you are actually working. So one of the biggest issues is the complete coverage and the exhaustive list of the laws that are applicable. Now choosing law, that is easier probably in today's time when you can get a complete list, you draw the complete list, these are the sections which are applicable, that is easy. But then understanding of those laws, and I think that's where the expertise, the experience, and the knowledge of the compliance partner comes in. And if you remember, we had a long discussion initially when we talked in terms of that these are the provisions, these are how it should be worked, and accordingly the language of compliance that gets into the tool assumes a great significance. So what is actually, and because it should not only be read by a lawyer, it should also be understood by the other business partners we have in the organization.
Precisely.
So it has to be simple, yet it has to meet the requirement of compliance, which is compliant with the law. So that's the first task. The second task, of course, in choosing is the expertise and how quick they are in updating the system. At times, how quickly they update us that this is the change which is coming in. And in the fluid world today, where laws are changing, the rules are changing so fast, capturing them and getting into the system and again making people understand. These are two very vital parameters of getting the right partner. Fear about it. Why would people resist something? Because if you are going through something and it's too complex, I really do not know what is the language and why should I break my head on it? Right. So if I start understanding this, if I say, okay, this is well, and this is going to make my life easier in times to come, and it's only one time or twice, then I have to really put in my hard labor and then life is going to be easier. Probably that gets them fine. Yeah. And finally, if an organization has a compliance culture, when they really understand that we have to be a compliant organization because it makes life much easier in a complex country. Right. We live in with so many, not complex countries, so sorry. In a country with so many complex set of laws and how they are interpreted and how they are implemented by various countries. So once they understand and they see the value, probably then the buy-in comes in. And I think Rashmi has also touched about it. The ease of using the system makes it.
Right, and Sanjeev, you brought in a very interesting point about compliance tools being used beyond lawyers, and that was one of our first life lessons when from being compliance consultants, which is how Lexplosion started its journey. We were a bunch of lawyers. We had no background to technology. We had no plans of introducing a technology solution. And therefore, when we wrote our compliance libraries and we created it for lawyers and compliance professionals, or the way we presented it, everything was in a particular style. And then for the first time, when we decided to bring it out and make it into a software-based solution, we realized that the entire presentation changed from the fact that, to your point, people in different works of life were now going to use the content. So to be able to present it in a manner where they understand. So I will end with just one final question. Decision was made, tool was chosen, deployment has happened. All of you are more than 5 years plus into using a software solution. What have been the life lessons that you've learned over the last 6-7 years of having deployed, and what needs to happen on an ongoing basis for the compliance management solution and the compliance management infrastructure to really work within each system? And we can start with Aparna, go to Rashmi and everything.
So I'll just keep it short and quick. I think robust regulatory updates at the pandemic times. This was extremely critical because a lot of regulatory updates came up and compliances could be met times got extended, it, flashed onto the system and people could see it, etc. So I think that's one important thing that happened. Second is that over a period of time, because of the compliance culture in the organization, people are now appreciating the system. They don't see this as something. So when you said "Kaam karo ke compliance is part of work. So it's not outside that. So I think that's what's been imbibed by the system and the teams everywhere. So I think these are the two key takeaways. And we continuously create a buzz around it. We continuously share reports. We applaud the ones who did well. So obviously the ones who didn't get to know that they have been falling back somewhere.